Have you ever felt like life is full of overwhelming challenges? You may be looking ahead, wondering how you'll navigate the difficulties you're facing. Maybe there are moments when you feel like you don't have the strength to keep moving forward. Have you ever asked, where does my help come from? Psalm 121 is one of the most powerful reminders that no matter what we face, we're never alone. The psalmist looks to the hills and finds his help in the Lord, a help that is ever-present, constant, and faithful. 1. I lift up my eyes in the hills. Psalm 121, 1. I lift up my eyes in the hills. Where does my help come from? This opening question is one that we all ask at some point in our lives. When we face difficulties, we often look for help, whether it's in the form of people, money, or strategies. But the psalmist reminds us that our ultimate help does not come from the things of this world. He asks, where does my help come from? And then he answers it. My help comes from the Lord. Where are you looking for help today? Are you relying on your own strength or the strength of others? The psalmist encourages us to lift our eyes higher, to look to the Lord, for He is our ultimate source of help. He is our ever-present help in times of need. Will you look to Him for the strength you need today? 2. He will not let your foot slip. Psalm 121, 3. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Have you ever felt like you were walking on unstable ground? Perhaps you're in a season of life where everything feels uncertain, and you're unsure which step to take next. But Psalm 121 assures us that God is watching over us, and He will not allow our foot to slip. This doesn't mean that we will never face difficulties, but it means that God is always with us, steadying us when we feel like we might fall. Have you experienced a moment where you thought you couldn't go on, but somehow you made it through? That's God at work, holding you firm when the ground beneath you feels shaky. 3. The Lord watches over you. Psalm 121, 5, 6. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. These verses paint a beautiful picture of God's protection. The Lord watches over us, providing shade and shelter from the heat of the day and the cold of the night. No matter what comes against us, whether it's the heat of our struggles or the darkness of our fears, God is our shield, our constant protector. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the intensity of life's challenges? Perhaps you're facing a situation that feels like it's just too much to handle. The psalmist reminds us that God is with us every moment, guarding us from harm. Are you trusting Him to be your shade and shelter in this season? 4. The Lord will keep you from all harm. Psalm 121, 7, 8. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going both now and forevermore. The promise in these verses is one of God's faithful protection. The Lord watches over our lives, not just in moments of crisis, but in every moment of our coming and going, both now and forevermore. He is intimately involved in every aspect of our lives, guarding us from harm and walking with us every step of the way. Have you ever felt like your life was in danger, whether physically, emotionally, or spiritually? God promises to keep you from harm. This doesn't mean we won't face challenges, but it means that God is always present, guiding us and working in our lives to protect us from things that would harm us. 5. A promise of constant protection. In this psalm, God offers us a promise of protection, guidance, and help. The psalmist reminds us that God never sleeps or slumbers, and He is always watching over us. When life feels overwhelming, when the world feels uncertain, we can rest in the assurance that God is always there, ready to protect us and help us move forward. Are you trusting in God's protection today? Do you believe that He watches over your life with care and attention? Even in the darkest moments, God promises to be with us, guiding us and providing for our needs. Will you choose to rely on His protection and trust that He is keeping you safe? Call to action. Look to the Lord for help. If today's devotional spoke to your heart, I encourage you to comment below with what you're trusting God for in your life. Are you seeking help, protection, or guidance? Let's declare together that we believe God is our help, our protector, and our guide. If you haven't already, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to encourage others with the truth that God is always with them. It is watching over us every moment, every day. God bless you.